Hi guys, it's me again. So I'm gonna do a short video on simultaneous equation, guys. Right. So first thing I want you to do is hit like and subscribe to my CSEC Maths channel. Right. So what I'm gonna be looking at here is how to solve simultaneous equations using two different methods. Right. So you're solving simultaneous equations using two different methods. Now, the two methods I'm going to look at here are substitution and elimination, right? Now, the first method here I'm going to use, so we have a pair of simultaneous equations here. Those are two equations, and there are two unknowns. We have x and y. Now, we don't know what these variables are. So we need to figure out what are the two values of x and y that satisfies both equations. That's what's happening here, right? So first things first, we have a pair of simultaneous equations here. And by the way, these are two linear simultaneous equations, right? You could be given one where one is linear and one is non-linear, right? And that's typically a question that may come later on in the CSEC Maths paper, right? So in this one here, we have two equations. When you have to solve simultaneous equations, the first thing we should do is to label our equations. So this is my equation 1, and this here is my equation 2. Now, from equation 1, we already know what y is. Y is equal to 2x minus 1. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to substitute. So I'm going to substitute equation 1 into equation 2. Right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take equation 1 and I'm going to substitute it into equation 2. And the reason I'm doing that is that equation is already written as y is equal to something. So I can take y and substitute it into the second equation. So the second equation is now going to become x plus, now it's 3y. So it's 3 multiplied by whatever y was. Y was this. Y is 2x minus 1. So it's 3 open brackets, 2x minus 1 is equal to 11. Right? So we're going to simplify this. So x, in order to remove these brackets here, we're going to take plus 3 and multiply by 2x. So this is going to be plus 6x. And then we're going to take this plus 3 and multiply by minus 1. And this is going to give me minus 3. And this is going to give me 11. Right? So on the left-hand side, right, we're going to get x plus 6x. That's going to give me 7x. That minus 3 on the left side, we're going to carry it across to the right-hand side. So it's going to become 11 plus 3. So therefore, 7x is equal to 14. So therefore, x is equal to 14 over 7. So therefore, x is equal to 2. So look, we've solved for one variable already. We have x is equal to 2. The next thing we need to do, we need to figure out what y is, right? So you're going to say, so substitute, right? Y, I'm sorry, substitute x. Yeah, so we're going to substitute x is equal to 2 into equation 1, right? Now you could have put it in any one of the equations, but I'm going to choose equation 1 because equation 1 is already written in the form y is equal to something. So this is going to become y is equal to 2. It's 2x minus 1, so it's going to be 2 multiplied by 2 minus 1. So this is going to be 2 to the 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. So therefore, my solution, right, is going to be x is equal to 2, comma, y is equal to 3. So those are the two numbers that will satisfy both equations, right? So this is how we do how we solve a pair of simultaneous equations that the method we're using here is substitution, right? I'm going to do a next one for you guys. So again, we have two simultaneous equations. The first equation is already written in the form y is equal to something. And the second equation, right, is written with x and y on the left-hand side. So the first things first, we're going to label both sides. So this is equation 1, and this here is equation 2. What I'm going to do, I'm going to substitute equation 1 into equation 2. So you're going to say substitute equation 1 into equation 2. So that's my first step. So this is going to be 3x plus 8y. So it's going to be 8 open brackets 2x plus 5, right? And that is equal to 2. So I'm substituting my first equation into my second equation, right? Now, next thing, we can't do anything with this 3x, but you can remove these brackets here. So plus 8 by 2x is going to give me 8 to the 16x. And then this 8 is going to be multiplied by 5. So that's 8 5s are 40, which is equal to 2, right? So on the left-hand side, we have 3x plus 16x, and that's going to give me 19x plus 40 is equal to 2, right? So 19x is equal to 2 minus 40. So 19x is equal to 2 minus 40 is going to give me minus 38. And therefore, x is equal to minus 38 over 19, right? So I'm going to go across here. So that's going to give me x is equal to minus 2, right? So minus 38 divided by 19, that's going to give me minus 2. So we've solved for x. Once you know what x is, all you need to do is to take that value and plug it into any one of your two equations. But I'm going to plug it into the first one because that is already written as y equal to something. So you're going to say substitute x equal minus 2 into equation 1, right? And that's going to be y is equal to 2 by minus 2 plus 5. So this is going to give me minus 4 plus 5. And this is going to give me 1. So therefore, my solution or solutions, right, x is going to be equal to minus 2 and y is going to be equal to 1. So those are my two values, right, that when I substitute it into both equations, I'm going to get the same answer, right, or they're going to satisfy the equations. Now, let's do the next one here. Now, this particular one here, I'm going to use the method of elimination in order to solve this, right? Now, CXC is not going to tell you or force you to use substitution or elimination, right? Because there are different ways of solving a pair of simultaneous equations. We can use substitution, we can use elimination, we can draw a graph, or we can use even the matrix method, right? Now, in this particular one here, I'm going to use elimination, right? Now, with the process of elimination, you're going to have to eliminate either x or y from your two equations, right? Now, in order to do that, we need to look at these values here. This is 2x, this is x, so that's different. This here is 3x, and this is 2y. Now, with elimination, we need those values to be the same in both equations. So let's say in the first equation, we have 2x, right? If you want to eliminate x, then this here needs to become 2x, right? So that's what I'm going to do. So first things first, I'm going to label my equations. That's equation 1, and this is equation 2. So this method that I'm using here is called elimination. Right? Now, in order to do this, I need, in the second equation, I need to have 2x here, right? So I'm going to say equation 2 multiplied by 2. So I'm multiplying the whole of equation 2 by 2. Now it's going to become 2x plus 4y is equal to 16, right? I'm going to relabel this equation, and I'm going to call this equation 3, right? So the equations that I'm working with now will be this equation, equation 3, and equation 1, because equation 2 and 3, they're the same thing, right? Now, so I'm going to write equation 1 next to this so you'll see clearly what's happening. Plus 3y, right, is equal to 13, right? This is my equation 1 here. Now, these are my two equations that I'm working with now. If I want to eliminate the 2x, right, all I need to do is to take the third equation and subtract the first equation. That's all I need to do. So you're going to say equation, third equation, minus equation 1, right? And 2x minus 2x is going to give me 0. And 4y minus 3y is going to give me y. And 16 minus 13 is going to give me 3. So in this one step, I figured out what y is, right? So like I said, this is the elimination method. So you know what y is already. So now you're going to use substitution. So you're going to say substituting, right? Y is equal to 3. Now you could take that and plug it into any one of the equations that you want. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug it into my second equation. So substituting right? So substituting y is equal to 3 into equation 2, my second equation, right? It's going to be x plus 2y. So it's going to be 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 8. So therefore x plus 6 is equal to 8. And therefore x is equal to 8 minus 6. So therefore x is equal to 2. So therefore my solution, all right, is going to be x equal to 2, comma, y is equal to 3. That's my solution to those simultaneous equations, right? And this method here is called elimination, right? Like I said, CXC is not going to specify or force you to use one method over the other, right? It'll be up to you in the exam. Now I have a next one here. I'll make sure it's a different one. Yeah, it's different. Right, so we're going to use elimination again to solve this, right? Now, first things first, we need to label our equations. So you're going to call this equation 1 and you're going to call this equation 2, right? Now, you have 2x here and you have 3x here, right? So they're different. So we can't eliminate x as yet. If we look at this, we have minus 3y and we have y. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to eliminate y. In order to eliminate y, I need to make this y a 3y, right? So I'm going to take my second equation. So equation 2, I'm going to multiply that by 3, right? So when I do that, it's going to be 3 3s are 9x plus 3y plus 15. I mean, equal 15, sorry, not plus 15. Right, is equal to 15, right? And like in the previous question, we're going to relabel this, and this is going to be called equation 3, right? So I've taken my second equation and multiplied it by 3. So now I'm going to write back my first equation. This is 2x minus 3y is equal to 7, and that's my equation 1. So these are the two equations that I'm playing with. Now, at this point, when I usually ask students in my class, what do you do now? Are you going to subtract the two equations or add the two equations? And they're going to quickly come and tell me, so we're going to subtract. And I will tell them quickly, that's wrong, right? You have plus 3y and you have minus 3y. If you were to subtract the two equations, this is what's going to happen. 3y plus, I'm sorry, not plus, 3y minus. So this is what they will tell me. They will say 3y minus 3y. You're going to get, that is the same as saying 3y plus 3y, you're going to get 6y. So therefore, I have not eliminated y at all. But if I were to do this, if I were to say 3y plus minus 3y, then I'm going to eliminate y, right? So you have to be careful. That's why I put this question here. You have to be careful with this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my two equations, right? So pay attention to that in the exam. So equation 3 plus equation 1, right? When I add those two, 9x plus 2x, I'm going to get 11x. 3y plus minus 3y, you're going to get 0. So the y is eliminated. That's why this process is called elimination, right? So we're adding, and 15 plus 7, that's going to give me 22. So therefore, x is going to be equal to 22 over 11. So therefore, x is equal to 2. So I've eliminated y, and I was able to solve for x. Next step, you're going to take that and plug it into any one of the equations that you want. It's up to you. So I'm going to substitute x equal to 2. So substitute x equal to 2 into, I'm going to plug it into my second equation. So equation 2. So therefore, that's going to be 3 multiplied by 2, that's 3x, plus y is equal to 5. So therefore 6 plus y is equal to 5. And therefore y is equal to 5 minus 6. So y is equal to minus 1, right? So therefore my solution, right, will be x equal to 2, comma, y is equal to minus 1, right? So I have another example here that I want to show you. So we're going to use elimination again, but let's see what we're going to eliminate. So you have 2x here and you have 3x here, right? So they're different. So you can't eliminate x as yet. You have minus 4y and you have plus 5y. So it's not an easy elimination, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attempt to eliminate x, right? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eliminate x. So first things first, with all these questions, you have to label equations, right? So this is equation 1 and that's equation 2. Now I want to eliminate x, but I have 2x and I have 3x. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my first equation, so equation 1, and I'm going to multiply that equation by 3. So therefore that first equation is going to become 6x minus 4 3s 12, right? So this is going to be 12y, and we're going to take 16 and we're going to multiply by 3, and you're going to get 48, right? And I'm going to call that equation, I'm going to call that my third equation now. Then I'm going to take my second equation, so equation 2, and I'm going to multiply by 2. That's going to give me 6x plus 10y, right, is equal to minus 9 by 2 is minus 18. And I'm going to call that equation 4. Now, some of you all might be saying, so well, why did you do that? The reason why I did that is I am attempting to eliminate my x. So notice now I have 6x in both equations, right? So if I want to eliminate x now, I can do that, right? So in order to do that, all I need to do is to subtract my two equations. So this is going to be, so I'm going to say equation 3 minus equation 4, right? So 6x minus 6x, that's going to disappear. So minus 12y minus 10y is going to give me minus 22y, right? And then 48 minus minus 48 is going to give me, is the same as saying 48 plus 18, sorry, right? 48 minus minus 18 is the same as saying 48 plus 18, and that's going to give me 66. So therefore y is equal to 66 divided by minus 22, and therefore y is equal to minus 3. So I've just solved for y, right? Next step, we're going to take that and we're going to substitute it into any one of our equations. So to find x. So you're going to say substituting y is equal to minus 3 into, well, I'm just going to choose equation 1, right? Equation 1. You can choose any one of the equations, you'll get the same answer. So it's going to be 2x minus 4 multiplied by minus 3 is equal to 16. So 2x minus 4 multiplied by minus 3 is going to give me plus 12. Oh, I'm saying the correct thing and I'm writing the wrong thing. Right? So this is plus 12 is equal to 16. So 2x is equal to 16 minus 12. Therefore, 2x is equal to 4. Therefore, x is equal to 4 divided by 2. And therefore, x is equal to 2. So therefore, my solution here, right, is going to be x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 3, right? So I've shown you in this video two different methods to solve a pair of simultaneous equations. First method, substitution, and the second method, elimination, right? I have additional videos on this topic on my YouTube channel. So you can search on the channel and you should be able to get another video, which will be an older video on the same thing, right? I think all the questions that I have there are examination questions. All right, guys? So till next time, take care.